Alright, so this is going to be a very different review from what I'm used to making. This is a mousepad review, and not only a mousepad review, a very interesting mousepad review. Mekis did send this mousepad to me, but that doesn't influence my opinions at all. It just allows me to review more products. So this mousepad is called I'm going to have a very hard time pronouncing this, the King Jade Liu Li V2. This is a Shidenkai alternative. I know it looks very small, and we will get into that. Also, the box art on this is like super sick. Box art is super high quality, flat packed, obviously. This is a fiberglass coated mousepad, so this is going to feel very similar to the Shidenkai, and I know that it looks disgusting. I'll get over the reasons for that, but let's start with the actual mousepad first. So obviously, just first things first, this is a very fast and uncontrolled mousepad. If you've ever used a Shidenkai, this is going to be almost identical to a Shidenkai, or as close as you can get to something like the V1 Shidenkai, which I know a lot of people loved. But it also has the same downsides as the V1 Shidenkai, which we will also go over. So this mousepad comes in right now. It's on sale for $53.99 for the size that I have, and I will obviously talk about why it's so small. But they do offer three sizes. They offer 420 by 330. That's this size. 490 by 420, which is artisan XL sizing, and then 500 by 490, which is just a little bit smaller than Lethal Gaming Gear's XL sizing. One thing I forgot to add is that this mousepad only comes in soft, and it is not a soft mousepad. Because of this top layer, it is extremely hard, and it basically feels like a super hard mousepad. You are not if you can. There's not a mousepad besides the Shidenkai that feels like this. If you've used last mousepads, promise you have not felt what this mousepad feels like. Raiden's, all of that. There's nothing that is very similar besides the Shidenkai. So the sizings are going to be great. Now, the other thing is this is also a pour-on base. So I'll just give you a little example real quick. This is using the same base as everything else that uses a pour-on base. You're not moving it. Once you stick it down, it's set there. The stitching is also great on this. I'm just trying to get through the basic stuff not a lot of people care about anymore. Just like artisan stitching, just like LGG stitching, it's great. As you can see there, it's under the mousepad. There's no fraying, nothing like that. Now, this thing, like I said, it is extremely fast. I'm also adding in post-recording. This is a very smooth mousepad. I made a mistake saying in my wording when I originally made the video, so I'm just going to add this in instead. It is a very smooth mousepad. So there you go. Extremely fast. You are going to get a ton of glide out of this mousepad, and that's why you don't really need a bigger size. This thing flies across the mousepad. I usually use XL mousepads, like 500 by 500. I had no problems running off my mousepad with this, just because of how fast it is. It has very low friction. You will be more than fine with this size, I promise you. The one thing that is a little bit interesting is that the logo here on the bottom right is actually super large, and you can feel it. So when you drag your mouse across this side, obviously this side is not coated, so you do definitely feel it, and it is not fast. And that's the other thing. This is a coated mousepad. That's not a lot. We don't see a lot of those anymore, but this mousepad will wear down, just like the Shidenkai. Because this is a fiberglass infused mousepad, you're gonna get what they rate it for. I want to say it was 3 months of basically everyday use. Yeah, that's kind of, the top layer is just going to slowly wear down, I'd say, after about that time, and that is realistic. That was about with the Shidenkai too. So that's kind of the pro or the con, because without a coating or anything like that, you will not feel a mousepad that feels like this. like to the skin, it feels super weird. It just feels weird. It shows fingerprints because of the coating. And yeah, so this is not going to be a mouse pad for people who play Valorant, who play CS, something like that. This is going to be for the people who play Fortnite, or something like a very fast-paced game where you don't really need a lot of control, because you are not going to get it out of this mouse pad. So yeah, I mean, all in all, for the price, if you are looking for a Shirinkai clone, without wanting to spend $75 really on a mouse pad, this is definitely to be up your alley. Now, there are a few different things with the V2 Shirinkai. The V2 Shirinkai is going to probably have a little bit better durability than 3 months. But I want to say that this is going to probably be faster and less controlled than the other Shirinkai. So, yeah, honestly, this is a super cool mouse pad, and if you have the money to spend, this is a great mouse pad. I would not recommend it as your only mouse pad, because you're going to just wear this thing down, and then before you know it, you're going to need a new one. So this is kind of fits into one of those things where if you play games a lot and you spend a lot of money on things like mouse pads, this would be definitely a very cool mouse pad to pick up. But if you are looking for one mouse pad, I don't think this would necessarily be the one. There are no cons besides this thing is coated, and that's not something that we see a lot now. But it is super cool. So, yeah. I will probably use it for a while longer until I feel the coating start to go down, and then I'll swap on to something else. So, that's the end of this video. Peace.